We are getting used to executives refusing to take responsibility for what their companies have done, but this is pretty outrageous. Today, we learned that an elderly woman in Ohio has died from salmonella poisoning, the 9th victim of an outbreak linked to tainted peanuts. 600 people have been sickened in total, and yet when the president of the Peanut Corporation of America, Stewart Parnell, faced lawmakers today on Capitol Hill, he wouldn't even respond to charges that he sent out peanuts he knew were contaminated. Listen to this.
This container is full of products that less than a month ago, people were consuming thinking it was fine to eat. And one of the things I'm going to do today is ask Mr. Parnell from the Peanut Corporation of America if he'd like to open this and sample some of the products that he didn't think were a problem in sending out for the rest of us to eat. Now, there are some recalled products in here, and there are some that probably okay now. Lives were lost, and people were sickened because they took a chance, and I believe knowingly, shipping product that was contaminated.
Okay, no real surprise here, but that got no response at all from Mr. Parnell. So Representative Greg Walden tried a more direct approach.
Mr. Parnell, did you or any officials at the Peanut Corporation of America ever place food products into the interstate commerce that you knew to be contaminated with salmonella?
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, on the advice of my counsel, I respectfully decline to answer your question based on the protection afforded me under the United States Constitution.
It's unbelievable, and that wasn't the only time Parnell and his plant manager took the fifth.
Mr. Parnell, is it your intent to refuse to answer all of our questions today based on your right against self-incrimination afforded to you under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution?
Yes.
Mr. Lightsey, is it your intention to refuse to answer all our questions today based on the right against self-incrimination afforded to you under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution?
Yes.
All right, then I have no choice but to, both of you are dismissed at this time. You're subject to the right of the subcommittee to recall you at a later time and date if necessary.
Yes.
You're dismissed.
They didn't answer a single question. And joining me right now to explain how worried all of us should be about this, about tainted peanuts now, given what we just heard, is senior medical correspondent Elizabeth Cohen. And Elizabeth, I mean, it's mind-blowing listening to this, or what we didn't hear, I guess. And some of these products are still on shelves, aren't they?
That's right. That's what we've been hearing, is that even though they've recalled these items, that some of them are still sitting on shelves. And the list of items is so long, Campbell, I can't even read them all right now. But we decided to read you just a few of the more popular items that have been recalled. I know these have been in my kitchen. I fed these to my children in the past. Nestle Sundae Cones, Keebler Soft Batch Homestyle Cookies, Kashi granola bars, Luna brand cookies. I mean, we're talking some pretty major brands that bought some of their ingredients from Peanut Corporation of America and are now subject to this recall. But Campbell, I want to be very clear, because there's been so much confusion about this. There are many, many peanut products that are not subject to this recall that really are okay to eat. So let's take a look at those. The jars of peanut butter that you buy in the supermarket, they are okay according to the FDA. Jif, Peter Pan, Skippy, Smucker's. Those products were not made by the Peanut Corporation of America. They were made in totally different plants by totally different companies. Those are okay.
But even though they're not being recalled, they're still being hurt by all this, right?
Oh my goodness, their sales have plummeted since all of this has happened. Let's take a look at some of these numbers. They are very dramatic. Peanut butter sales are down overall 24%. For example, Skippy Super Chunk sales down 54%. Peter Pan sales down 45%. And remember, these brands are fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but nothing wrong with them. But consumers are so worried that they're just skipping out on the peanut butter altogether. No pun intended.
So let me ask you this. If this company did, in fact, knowingly send out contaminated peanut products, I mean, what's the punishment?
This is where some people say it gets really outrageous. Right now, the punishment would just be 1 year in jail and or $1,000 fine. That is it. If the FBI can dig up more dirt on them, maybe that gets bigger, but but the jail time doesn't go up by very much, as it's been explained to us.
That's incredible, and that's for knowingly sending this stuff out. Elizabeth Cohen with us tonight with all the details. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Thanks.
And we should let people know, too, you can get more information about this case, about the peanut recall, and all the various products by going on CNN.com/Campbell. It's all there. Coming up, the First Lady goes glam. A top fashionista dishes